It creates a pretty strange image, doesn't it?
Hmm.
You picture a technician, maybe covered in grease, holding a wrench, fixing a furnace in the middle of a blizzard.
Right, very hands-on.
And then you picture a neural network just processing terabytes of data somewhere. You wouldn't think those two worlds would ever overlap.
No, they seem like total opposites.
Yeah.
One is visceral and manual. The other is, well, it's completely abstract. It's just code.
But that's exactly it. Looking at this research from Samyak online, and they've been in the digital marketing game for over 20 years, that overlap is exactly where everything is heading.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about a plumber needing to, have a website anymore. This is something else.
Yeah.
We're talking about HVAC systems essentially living inside the brain of an AI.
Right. And the source material calls this intelligent visibility, which is crucial because, HVAC is what you'd call an immediate need market.
That's the polite way of saying it's a panic market.
Ha, exactly.
If my heat dies in January, I am not browsing. I'm not reading a blog post about the history of thermodynamics.
You're not asking 3 friends for a referral and waiting a week. You're grabbing your phone. And Samyak's data suggests in that exact moment of panic, the zero-click search is king.
So if you don't appear in the map pack or that AI overview instantly,
You effectively don't exist. The competitor gets the job. It's that fast.
so word of mouth is just faceable. It's too slow for the modern homeowner now.
It's getting that way. You need that local SEO to hit the map pack, sure, but then you also need reputation management to flash those 5 stars. It's all about building trust in milliseconds.
Okay, but this is where the notes get a little dense. It's one thing to rank on Google Maps. It's another thing to tackle what Samyak calls LLM SEO, large language model optimization for a heating company. That feels like overkill.
It does sound like buzzwords, I get it.
Yeah.
But you have to look at how search is changing. We're moving from search engines to answer engines. Yeah. People are starting to ask Bing Copilot or Google's AI overviews these really complex questions like, who's the best HVAC contractor for a historic home who uses green technology?
And a standard keyword strategy completely fails there. You can't just spam the word furnace 50 times and hope for the best anymore.
Precisely. The AI is looking for a semantic match, a context match, not just keywords. That's the whole semantic SEO layer. You have to use schema markup, which is basically code behind your site, to explain to the robot what you actually do.
So you're literally teaching the AI the relationship between all your data points. You're telling it, I don't just fix ACs, I specialize in retrofitting historic buildings.
You got it. You are training the AI to recommend you as the answer, not just a blue link. And that requires a really solid technical foundation. The sources highlight this case study with a client, Numan Nakash. They had a site built on Joomla.
Which is a solid platform, but it can get really clunky if you don't stay on top of it.
And it was clunky. Samyak's team had to go deep into the back end and just optimize the code until the speed scores hit the green good zone.
Which matters for the user, of course. Nobody's going to wait for a slow site to load when their house is freezing.
But it matters even more for the AI. If the AI sees a high bounce rate, people leaving immediately because the site is slow, it just assumes your information is bad. It stops recommending you.
So technical health is actually a trust signal for the algorithm itself.
It's the price of admission. It's the prerequisite for even being part of the conversation. And the scope here is just massive. We aren't just talking residential. The source covers industrial rooftop units, smart HVAC systems. The logic holds true for everything.
It's just such a wild shift. The actual work, the welding, the wiring, that hasn't changed in decades. But the gateway to getting that work is now completely, utterly digital.
As Samyak puts it, whole goal is to be connected, trusted, and booked. But the entity that has to trust you first isn't just the homeowner anymore. It's the machine.
Which leaves us with a bit of a paradox to think about, doesn't it? As these businesses all rush to optimize their intelligent visibility, who are they actually trying to please? Are we building reputations for our human neighbors? Or are we just polishing our resumes for the algorithms that decide who gets the work?
That is the question.
Something to think about next time you ask your phone to fix your sink. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.